this has just not been the tea, girl.
Let me write you a check. What?
It's 8:32.
Let me just write. It's probably me.
I honestly think it was.
I'm sorry.
I think it was my iPad I was trying to use. Maybe that's why. I feel like this is better, right? I feel like it's coming in more clear.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you better than ever.
Okay, this is perfect then. I guess that's what I get for trying to take a chance. But whatever.
But your highlighter is popping. Let me fix my highlighter.
To where I
Can we start over?
No,
Should we start over because this live?
Over, honey. We just keep pushing, honey. The girls keep pushing. Okay, so the next part of the little. So we born this way. We know how she was born. So the next little section is called bad.
I was
kids.
born out of Lady Gaga's pussy.
Bad kids, honey, because she is a bad kid. How were you in high school?
Very quiet. I had no friends.
Well, I guess not a lot's changed, huh, girl? So, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you.
I love it. I love it. No, I was just very quiet because, you know, I was scared because, like, every time I opened my mouth, I was like, hella queen, you know? I already knew. And I feel like if I open my mouth, people are going to know and they're going to tell my parents. Sorry, I'm having a little wardrobe malfunction. But, yeah.
So that's why you never... Well, girl, that's why you never open your mouth, though, huh, girl?
Now it's always open, but
honey.
But no, at that time I was just very, very quiet.
Yeah, not me, girl. In high school, honey, she was out and proud and wearing bell bottoms and platforms.
Oh
and
my God.
Like, girl, I come from a little town, girl. I have gotten beat up, spit on, fucking bullied. So it's all, you know what I mean, girl?
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. But you know what? People knew because in the boys' locker room, people would be asking me to do stuff. I'd be like,
you'd be like, no. After school?
I'm like, no, I don't do that. School? What are you talking about?
She's like,
I like that bitch Caitlin over there.
Honey. So we're gonna do this little section I call Purple Teardrops I Cry.
Oh.
It's about makeup because you're such a great makeup artist. So what was your first gig?
My first gig, okay, that's a hard one because
what was the first time someone said, hey, I want you to do my makeup for this? Was it in high school, I'm sure?
Yeah, it was right after high school. And at that time it was like 2008. Like, yeah. And you know, at that time.
But wait, you said you just got out of high school.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been 2008, girl.
Yeah.
Like 88, you mean?
2000. I mean, yeah.
1988, you mean?
Shut up. I was like, wait, we were trying to. I was like, wait, 2008.
So right after high school, yeah.
And it was for a photo shoot. Someone was going to do a photo shoot, and they wanted me to do their makeup. And you know, it's crazy because at that time, makeup didn't really blow up. Like there were like few brushes, no such thing as eye primers, only Ardell wispies. And I remember like I used to prime an eyelid with Cetaphil, so it would get tacky.
Really?
And I would put eyeshadow on so it would stick and it would be like bold.
Wow. How funny. Would it be hard to get off?
No, I mean it would crease.
Oh, it kind of peels off, huh?
Yeah. it would crease a little bit, but like then I would set it with baby powder.
How funny. First and then apply the what's it called over that, huh? The shadow.
Yeah,
over?
because then the eyeshadow would stick and would pop. You know them before without eye primer, those Neutrogena, like those little quads, they don't really stick to your eye. So for it to stick and literally put the sponge and like press it and then blend it later. And blending wasn't really a thing either for me. I was like, whatever.
Right? You're like, who needs a blend, honey? You need to see that from a distance.
Yeah, but my face was always my main focus, and I was always good at that. Like, complexion.
Yeah, me too. I feel like that was always my strongest.
Yeah.
My strongest.
And on me, I would only wear blush. Like I contour with blush. That's all I would do. Lovejoy all over. That's it.
I have on. What do I have on? Bronzer with like.
That looks like that dollar store makeup. Yeah.
It is, honey. It's a dollar store. I bought it off your site. I bought it off your site. I bought it.
Let me not talk shit because these companies do like me.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're not. Prior to this, I said I'm not gonna name brands that we've worked for previously because if they ain't paying us, we're gonna promote them.
Yeah, that's true.
Send us some money, honey. We will. I will say it, honey. I will say everything I use. So we're gonna do a quick game of this or that. Are you ready? Fire questions.
Okay.
Ready? Bam. Full coverage or natural?
What?
Full coverage or natural?
Full coverage.
Full coverage. Foundation or BB cream?
Foundation.
Foundation. Bright colors or neutrals?
Bright.
I think I can answer all these for you. Oh, here's a good liquid liner or pencil liner?
Liquid.
Of course. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lip gloss.
Ooh, here's a good one. A makeup. Okay, you can only choose one. A makeup brush, forever, not forever, but for a look. Makeup brush or makeup sponge?
Brush.
Brush. Ooh. You like more shimmers or more mattes?
You know, I'm more of a matte girl now, but used to like shimmers.
Shimmers, yeah. Are you more of a? Oh, you said you're more blush or bronzer?
Blush, 100%.
Blush, 100%.
If I leave the house, if I have one thing to put on, it'd be blush. Nothing else.
Natural brows or good bold Instagram
Bold
brows?
brows.
Honey, nude lip or red lip?
Red lip.
Ooh, okay. Eyeliner or mascara?
Mascara.
Mascara. Highlight or contour?
Contour.
Dewy or
Wait,
matte?
is it matte highlight or a shimmery highlight?
Let's just say, brightening highlight.
Oh, brightening highlight.
Brightening highlight.
I gotta
okay.
have that.
What about let me think what else. Brown or black eyeliner? Black, huh?
Black.
Black. Wing or no wing?
Wing. Lately, it's all about the wing. I've been winging it.
You've been winging it, girl? She got wings.
Yeah, I've been winging it lately. You know, because I finally learned how to do a wing liner.
You're like a maxi pad, huh?
Because I finally learned how to do a wing liner.
Honey, now you're a maxi pad with wings.
I'll be like, Blaze, help me. And you be like, girl.
Girl, liquid like cat eyeliner still to this day on someone else is probably like the hardest thing to do.
It's so hard. I think I always tell them, like, my thing is, it will age you.
Girl, I would be like, can you put your head back like this and like trying to like, and then what I ended up learning to do is just doing it and then just cleaning it up. Like the whole most of the work was just cleaning it up, you know?
I always care them like liners are not in. They will age you. And they're like, I don't want it. I'm like, okay.
Or how about those more mature women, I'll say, or more mature people who wanted the wing liner and their eyes are like all like, I'm like, girl.
I'm like,
I don't know what that wing. My wing looks good today, huh?
It looks fire. My
sugar.
wing looks good underneath these big lashes.
Yeah. How funny, Miss Amen, honey. All right, Amen. So thank you so much again for joining me. This has been so much fun. So I have a quick. Have you ever watched? It was a show. Girl, I had too much time on my hands, and I started watching this show. It's an old show called it's called Actor Studio. And what they would do is, you ever heard of it? It was on like Bravo. And what they would do is they would ask, they would have different actors on it, whatever. But at the end of the thing, they would always ask them these same questions, you know? And I really thought the questions were really like self-describing of like how someone is. So I'm gonna ask you these questions, okay?
Okay. Ooh.
So, what is your favorite word?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Aww.
Beautiful. I would say that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. What's your least favorite word?
Clit. I hate that word.
Okay. Moving on. What? No, this doesn't mean sexually, but what turns you on?
Kindness.
Kindness. What turns you off?
Selfishness.
Selfishness.
Yeah. What's the opposite of empathy?
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Yeah. What noises do you love?
Birds.
Birds. Really?
Yeah. I love birds. Yeah, and like flute, cello. I love the cello.
Like, you know what sounds I like? I like the sounds of like of kids playing outside, or like the
Yeah.
sounds of like I don't know why, it just seems so like calming.
Yeah.
What noises do
Leaves.
you hate?
Leaves
Leaves.
rolling
Oh,
on the ground.
nice. Rain, huh? The sound of rain.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
love the sound
Good
of
job.
leaves in fall.
I love the sound of rain. That's probably one of my favorites. What noises do you hate?
Um, people fighting.
Like, so arguing. I don't like.
Yeah. Fire alarms.
You know what sounds really like I don't like the sound of a doorbell. Isn't that weird? It
That's
scares
crazy.
me still. Yeah, like when my doorbell rings, I don't know what it is. I think because growing up we never used the doorbell in our home. You know what I mean? So when I hear it, I'm like, I don't like the sound of the
It's
doorbell.
like triggered.
Yeah, it's so weird, huh?
Yeah.
I have a friend who doesn't like it when people knock on his door. Like he'd rather you call before you knock on his door because it gives him anxiety.
Oh my god, I feel that.
People
I
are,
feel that.
I could see that too. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck. Yeah, I say that a lot. Or shit.
Me too. I think that's probably the most common
Yeah.
one, huh?
Or I
What
say
other
shit a lot.
profession? Yeah. What other profession other than your own would you like to do?
Therapist or a teacher?
Really? For like what? For like what kind of therapy?
LGBT kids.
That physical therapy, honey. Huh? With them sport plays.
A stripper?
A stripper.
But a courtesan.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you understand. My online persona, this that I dress up, is not just Bollywood. It's called a tawaf, and it's a courtesan.
What?
It's like a geisha of Middle East, of Bollywood.
It's like a brothel almost, right? Like the brothel girl,
yeah,
right?
like it's like but all they did was like literally just look cute, dance and sing, and like
And like
so
they
that
go to
is
parties, right? They go to the parties to
yeah.
entertain,
Well,
right?
they were the
Yeah.
life of the party, so they would perform at the party. So yeah, so it was like. It's like that growing up, I don't know, for some reason I related so much to them because they were outcasts, they were pretty, they were told they were pretty, they had like.
Well, how did you relate to them then?
People were like, you're pretty, but they were outcasts, they were considered, they were considered bad, but at the same time, people liked them on the low. Story of my life, DL.
Girl.
So, so I felt so connected to them, and that's how I play this part online.
Yeah, I feel you. How has your culture how is your culture with the whole LGBT? Like, I know that there's like it's kind of like divided, right? Because some are like super like it is what it is, and some are like no, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's actually getting better. I feel like the youth now is way better, but it's so bad because like I mean religion plays a part, culture plays a part, being not educated enough plays a lot of part, and people just I think our society is so repressed that when they see somebody living their truth, they get triggered because they see another way of living and somebody living their truth where they can't, and I think it triggers them, and I think a lot of hate comes from that. So, and I mean, I've seen it grow and I've seen people emerge that I feel like there's a community there. Whereas where I was growing up, there was nobody like me to look up to in my culture. That's why I idolized Patrick Star in that way because he looked kind of like me, And my life goal was like, I grew up feeling so alone and there was nobody like me.
No representation.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like Gaga lived I lived through her.
Yeah.
But I want to be that person for the generation that is looking for somebody that's like me. And that's my life purpose. Makeup is my way of just creating space online. The end goal is just living my authentic self to be inspiring and like being that person that people need just to feel valid.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is so amazing.
Thank you.
That is so amazing. I know. I think representation is much needed in
100%.
all walks of life. I was just so funny because I was just watching this Ariana Grande concert on Netflix, her special, and she has so she has like all her dancers, and usually the pop stars will have like their 4 girl dancers and their 4 guy dancers, right? But on her tour, she has 3 girls and a guy playing the feminine roles. So the guy's out there doing with the girls, and he interacts with the guys as like gets on top of them, and it's like he's like the girl in the lineup.
That's
Does that make
awesome.
sense? He wears heels, and like I was watching it, and I was talking to my partner, and me and him were talking about, like you have no idea how many little gay boys are watching that and like, you know, it's representation, and she's showing this on a huge platform for the world to see, and it's amazing. Like, it's a little, I mean, I understand how people can think like, oh, whatever, but like, if she's doing it just for the clout, it doesn't matter, because at the same time, a little boy somewhere is looking up at that and is like, his 100%. Life is changing, because I've been that way too. I'll never forget when I first watched Madonna, her Truth or Dare, and being like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny how things can be life changing.
You're gonna start making me cry.
No, we're not, girl. No. We're not yet, girl. We're gonna say that towards the end, girl.
I remember Gaga going to her concert, and she was like, if you don't feel valid, I'm here to tell you that I believe in you, and I'm there for you, and I'll fight for you if you're not strong enough. And I was like,
girl, I know. Crying. I've had my moments with my moments like that too with her, where I'm just like I'll always remember her saying like great things happen to her, and then like she ends up losing something, you know. And I find that a lot with in life, you know. I always feel like we end up like getting this, and something like this happens, and it's just to know that she's just like, you know what I mean. It's really really inspirational. So what profession would you not like to do?
9 to 5. Corporate. No.
Really? Even if it was your own makeup, your own line, you wouldn't want to do a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, go in there and bust it out?
No,
I'm talking about like what kind of job I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to do like garbage, or I couldn't do like working in the morgue, or like I couldn't do stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't do that either. I mean, a lot of physical labor, I don't know if I can do. I mean, I can do a 9 to 5, but I don't want a cubicle office.
Oh yeah.
If I'm doing 9 to 5, I want to be in meetings. I want to be flying there, doing that. Yeah, you know.
You just mean you don't want that normal, what's it called, life. I know.
Yeah, and I don't know if I could be anywhere where I'm not my own boss anymore.
Or you can't be creative, huh?
Yeah.
I think for me that's the real thing. I mean, me not being my own boss is whatever, because I always feel like, even if you're not your own boss, you're still working for somebody. You're still working for the people, or you're still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as long as I'm creative, and I feel like that's like my best, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel more fulfilled.
I feel like we both work retail, and I feel like it's like it kills your creativity in certain parts, you know?
Oh, for sure. And it like, I can't even tell you how many times I've been called a fag or a wetback at work, you know, like literally in work and doing work, or you know what I mean? I was just telling everybody before you got on, I was telling everybody about the first time I met you. And I'll never forget the first time I met you. You came in, it was your first day, and we're standing there, and these 3 dumb guys come in. Do you remember? And they were like, and they were just like,
I was traumatized.
And I had to check them. Remember, I checked them for you.
Yeah, and I was so good. You're like, get out. We don't want you here. Get out. And I was like, thank you, because I was like, it's my first day. I can't be mean, you know. It's like a person and maybe a client. I'm just like so taken back, and I'm offended. But I was so like scared. The Beta is here. She said you got so mad. She was there too.
Oh yeah.
Beta. Yeah,
it was. I think it was like your guys' first couple weeks, right?
Yeah, I mean, Beta was there a month before me, but I mean, it was so scary because my first job in LA, I was not in a good mental space, and I was like, this is gonna be it. This is what's gonna change my experience here in LA, and it did. Like, you guys became my family right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like that too with a lot of people here in LA, because I feel like a lot of us are not from here, and we all come out. I think like that's the real thing about Los Angeles, just in general in any big city. You know, I just think that like we have to form our own family. We have to form our own group of our own little tribe, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And especially like, I feel like we spend so much time at work, and we go through so much at work.
Girl.
I feel like it's a great support system.
I know. So we're gonna play a little game. Your little knowledge on Lady Gaga, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
You say you're such a Gaga fan, she may watch. And I'm just kidding. So, what is Lady Gaga's full name?
Stephanie Germanata. I got scared.
Okay, yeah. When's her birthday?
March 26th. March 21st, 26th, March. It's March.
You got March right. March 28th.
3rd.
28.
28. Okay. I was close.
March 28th.
You're putting me on the spot. I'm fucking scared.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No,
okay.
this is crazy. I used to be on littlemonsters.com and I used to celebrate. I would go live and I would have a birthday cake and I would celebrate her birthday.
Aw.
Freaking crazy. Yeah, it was so cute.
What year was Born This Way released?
2011.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. What is her mother's name?
Cynthia.
Yes!
I met her. She my bestie.
Okay. Let's see.
Her dad's Joe. Her sister's Natalia.
What's her sister's name? What's her sister's name?
Natalia.
Yes!
She's a designer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How old was Lady Gaga when she first wrote her first song? That was kind of hard, though.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get that one.
It was 10 or like 9 or 8. She wrote her first musical, and then her first song for the album when she was 14. It was called Red and Blue.
Honey.
The album.
On which hit show did Lady Gaga make a special guest appearance? Cribs, Made, The Hills, or Making the Band?
The Hills.
Yes.
She fixed their outfit. Their bra strap broke, and then she had to fix it.
Where are these lyrics from? I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore.
I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. Just Dance. Gonna be okay.
What singer or band did Lady Gaga produce songs for? Vanessa Hudgens, Pink, Rihanna, or New Kids on the Block?
New Kids on the Block.
Yes. Okay.
Pussycat Dolls 2 and Britney, by the way.
This is the quote from the song. We just like to party, like to pip up party. Lyric from what song?
We're beautiful and dirty, rich, beautiful.
Woo! You did amazing, Amen. Guess what?
What?
Guess what, girl? You won a prize. You won a prize, girl.
I won a prize.
You ready?
Wait, I don't see. You know me so well.
Real diamonds. They're real diamonds, girl. They are for my collection.
Oh my gosh. I love them. They're beautiful. They're so me.
They're so you, huh? I saw them and I had to get them for you.
You got it from Santee Alley?
No, I got them from Tiffany's. No, girl, they're from Tiffany's, girl. Just don't look at that label. Girl, why are you mad?
I love diamonds,
them, girl.
You know me.
5 million. 15 million, girl.
Me and Louis used to go to Santee Alley all the time to get inspired.
Oh, Santee Alley, if you can go there and you can if you're not creative and can't think of something, then girl, you ain't creative.
Yeah, it changed my life, and that's one of my best memories of LA is going to Santee Alley with you.
I know I can't wait till everything reopens and I can see you again.
Yeah, I'm ready for wigs. I'm gonna go buy wigs.
Honey, let me tell you about them wigs. The wigs be itching underneath. I was gonna wear a wig. I have a wig. I have like this really fierce blonde wig. I'm like, I think I'm gonna save it for future things to come.
I can't wait.
Well, thank you so much, Eamon, for being a guest online. It's almost, I think I already hit the hour, and I'm sure everybody's tired of hearing my voice. But you know what? They can just not listen. They can just not listen. Thank you so much.
Hi, Manny.
You came here. And do you have anything to say? I mean, what are you doing next? Like, what's upcoming? What should we be looking out for?
So I'm working with Ipsy. So I'm one of the faces of Ipsy, which is good. I'm working on cover girl. But this year, I don't know. I want to do big budget. Like, I don't know. I want to work on my videos more. I'm getting better, but I want to do more like Bollywood stuff more on a higher level. But yeah, maybe perform somewhere.
What advice would you give to people who want to start, doing makeup and like influencing and stuff like that? What advice would you give them?
I would say be consistent.
Yeah.
Treat it as a business, you know. Be authentically you. Do not compare yourself with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like content? Like, what do you think? Like, how often do you think people should be posting? Should people be posting every day? Is that
I
too much
mean, it depends on your
oversaturation?
audience. Some people like me posting every day. I try to post the longest I can go on with 3 days without posting, but make sure
Are
you
you?
post. Huh?
Go ahead. Are you talking about like an actual like on like a story, or are you talking about like boom on your page and it's there?
On
You
my
post it every
page.
3 days.
Page,
Okay.
because not everyone
Every three
watches your
days.
story. Story, I'm always
Okay.
active. I always try to stay
Yeah.
active on my stories. I swear, if I don't post one day, people freak out.
Do
uh,
you what do you find the most? You get the most positive feedback. Like, what have you noticed? Or have you noticed anything like in posting?
I,
Like, do you think close-ups of makeup are better, or do you think people like
people love it when
more?
I do fusion looks. So like putting earrings, but like have like a bomb like fur coat. Like when there's a picture I
I
posted
get
the
what you
other,
mean.
with the fur coat with the earrings, but like it was very fusion, and people love that because I have such a big, um, like middle like South Asian audience, and then I have a big American audience. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a balance to keep it together. Like
Yeah.
where I can, you know, keep both happy, and I think that does the best when I do like fusion looks to kind of bring them together.
Yeah. So, are you still collaborating with the House of Gaga
Oh yeah, I'm on their
with House
PR.
Labs?
Yeah,
House Labs.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How
So
would you? How would you? What suggestions would you give to people to to try to get those promotions or not promotions, the
yeah,
PR
um,
or whatever.
I thankfully I was. You remember when I went to the Haas Labs pop up?
Mhm.
I miss work for it, but I went there. That was one of the things, like networking, showing your face. I went there with my baddest beat,
Yeah.
just to get their attention. People that work for Haas were there, and that helped me a lot. Also, I feel like if you look at their page and you see there's a certain look, and if you do that look, those kind of looks, and tag
Like
them, of
that vibe.
course they're gonna notice. You
I
know?
get what you mean. I
Yeah.
get what
So
you
I
mean. So
always
kind of
tell people that, be like,
staying in that lane, but using different colors. And does that make sense?
yeah,
Like staying in that vibe, but using it. Okay.
yeah, and like her looks are very editorial. So it's like if you do more editorial looks, they're gonna, they're looking for somebody that fit their brand, you know,
Yeah.
or have genuine love for Gaga. And I think I don't really fit their brand because I don't do a lot of editorial looks here. Editorial, um,
Editorial. Editorial. You guys do editorial makeup. I'm looking for someone who's editorial. Because I'm in the editorial. Editorial. I'm a model. Like, girl, what do you model? Instagram
we
for
had
the food
we
court.
had clients that would say
For the
that.
food
We
court.
make fun of them.
Girl, editorial. I like editorial makeup. Editorial. Can you read
But
my shirt?
it
This is Boy
depends.
Toy. Can you read
We
it?
have good vibes. Oh, okay.
This is Boy Toy.
I love it.
Very Madonna. I got this shirt. I had this shirt for Pride, and I was like, let me wear something white because I feel like white makes it. I'm getting my ring light today. This afternoon is coming in.
How dare you? We gotta do this again.
I guess, girl. I'll just stay in this makeup, girl. Just stay in your makeup, lay down, girl. It's supposed to come this afternoon. I'm like, ugh, all the time. So like, I'm literally in my in my studio, my in Hollywood, my surround studio with my live audience. Did you hear the audience earlier, girl? Quiet, everybody. Quiet. Girl, they've been so loud, girl.
Applause.
I'm just like, yeah. So I came up with this idea of doing this because I don't know if you're a big fan of America's Next Top Model, but Miss J was doing this thing where every week she would talk to a contestant that was on, and she would do it every Friday, and they would discuss the whole season, right? I was like, oh my god, that's so cool, and I'm like, I could do
I love
that.
it. I
Let me
think that you're
.
so made for it. For this kind of stuff. I think the name of Loose Lips with Lewis is so good. And I mean, I'm gonna tell a little bit about him, guys, how he's inspired me so much. I mean, I feel like as an immigrant kid that wasn't really in the gay scene for long, I feel like you've educated me so much when it comes to gay culture, gay etiquettes, like drag culture, even like
Yeah.
my love for like re-inspired my love for Janet And like, just like how you always told me one thing, and it sticks with me, and I always think about it. A true artist steals, a bad artist copies.
Yeah. Copy.
Because I
Yep.
feel like art is recycled. And, you can
Of
say
course.
what a lot of things that Gaga does, Madonna has done, and she
And then
reinvents
Madonna's
it
got
in
it
a
from
way.
Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that sticks with me, and it's such a huge part of my life because I do get inspired, but I'm always like, it stays with me. It's like, okay, how can I recreate this into like give it a new life? And and you never want to copy. You always want to steal the idea and kind of just
You
make
want
it
to
your
steal
own.
that idea and you want to make it your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
all.
I feel like,
and that quote I always got from Picasso.
oh,
It's a Paul Picasso quote. Yeah.
okay.
And I'll
Yeah,
always
see,
remember
and
that.
then
I think it's the best. I think it's the best advice.
yeah, and I
Aw,
feel
thank
like
you so
time with
much, Eamon.
you, I look forward to working because like I learned so much, and I feel like I know so much because of you. And when I make it, bitch, you gonna be my creative director. I'll be like, Lewis, let's go. What are we doing?
I'll be ready, girl. I'm trying to get this. Like I said, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube when I'm done. So if everyone's watching, like, comment, or subscribe.
Yeah,
Hit the
please,
notifications, like the girls say. And if you don't like it, then go share it with all the people you don't like, so it'll still be spread, so you can make them mad. If you don't like it, girl, make sure you send it to all your enemies, girl. Send it to all the people you don't like, girl, because I'm so annoying. But if you love it, send it to everybody you like. And if you subscribe, I promise you'll have good luck. Have you ever saw those? Like, I promise, if you subscribe, you'll have a better day. I promise. Yeah, this is just literally like I had this idea. I was visiting my family at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, I could do a show like that. And I'm like, Loose Lips. I just thought, the play on words, Loose Lips. I'm not going to go there, but you know what that can mean.
Yeah.
And then I was just, I just thought, I don't know, Loose Lips. I went and got, this very expensive backdrop, very editorial. It's very editorial. It's very editorial. Editorial.
You can't find it anywhere.
It's exclusive, girl.
Yeah.
Imported from China. China, girl. Not anybody can get everything from China, honey. Let me tell you. You have to have the connection, honey, and I do.
From China.
It's from China, honey. It's imported, honey. Where do you get your stuff? Home Depot? No, Home Depot. But yeah, so I guess this thank you so much one more time for coming again, and everybody who's watching. I'm going to be trying to do this every week. I have a new guest coming next week. You should see what I have in mind. The girls
let me know when you run out of guests, because I know you have like 3 friends.
For helping me start my dream. Yes, girl, I'm going to recycle the same 3 people, girl. I'm going to call you in 3 more weeks, girl. You better color your hair and pretend you're somebody else, girl. Give me a new background.
I'll be like, welcome.
Give me something, girl. I'm going to need a new look, honey. There you go, girl.
I'm like, who's Eamon?
Her name is
That's not
Man
me.
A. Instead of Eamon.
I'm like, who's this? This is a new guest.
Okay.
But no, I got you.
My new guest next week, Constantly. Next week it's you. Thank you so
I'll
much,
like, hey.
Eamon, and I will talk to you later after this.
All right. Take care. Thank you guys for joining.
You so much. Bye. Thank you.
Thank
you. All right, girls. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining. This has just been